My name's Sylvia Brune, and I'm with 440NG, which is a fund and accelerator here in Lagos, and 88 miles per hour, which invests in Kenya and South Africa.
So, out of the three companies, I want to start from the back. Out of the three companies, which one would you put money into, and why?
Okay, so so it was in the category of finance and banking, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how Foodstantly
I don't know
got in
either.
there. So that's like a bit of an odd one out. I think they all have something going for them, and they all have some big drawbacks, which would make me as an investor think twice about. For Connect Finance, the first startup up there, I think that there's definitely a pain in this industry, and where there's pain, there's money, so that's a good thing. As soon as I hear a startup say all-in-one solution,
Yeah.
I just run because I'm thinking like that doesn't exist. And if you're going to do that, then someone else is going to come in and find the one-in-one solution and beat you to it. When it comes to Foodstantly, obviously the same kind of issue with they're trying to go for home delivery and fresh fruit from the marketplace. And these are two very different types of
But
markets.
tell me, don't you have a camera, a phone that has a camera on it?
Yeah, I have a couple of them, yeah.
Isn't that the same concept, sort of?
Yeah, so, but I mean, the first phones and the companies that came out with really good phones didn't try to put it all into one. They got really good at doing something first. And then when they were big and they had a finance department, a legal department, and whatever else you have in big companies, then they can start saying like, well, what about this? And we need to please our customers more. And that's brilliant. But as a startup, like time is not on your side, and you're going to die. So like, we focus. It's very different. And then with the Smart Pesa, again, it's a huge market. I think Stripe and iZettle and these ones have shown that you can make insane amounts of money doing this. Again, as an investor in Africa, I'm thinking like cards. I'm not sure that's going to be the method of payment over the next 4, 5, 6 years, because it's mobile. There's a lot of people working on getting that better and getting that right, so you're kind of fighting the trend. But at the same time, I mean, if you can make it really big in the next 2, 3 years, then maybe that's a good business as well. So I'll have to go for Smart Pesa if I had to pick one.
Okay. And for what particular reason for Smart Pesa, for instance? Is it just the size of the market, or is it the business?
Okay, the size of the market definitely helps. I think one thing that would be a drawback is hardware, and how much hardware can you actually source to get to your first customers, and whether there's going to be a lot of capex involved in that business early on. But I think that payments is such a pain in Africa, and I mean, I was out last night and we couldn't pay with a card, and I had to pay with like a huge pile of cash. So I feel that pain, and I think a lot of people do. And I think like if you're a startup that's thinking we're going to solve the payments problem, then whether it's card or something else, and I believe in the team, then I'll invest in them, because whatever comes up, they'll figure it out.
Okay. So are there any specific things that people like Connect Finance and Foodstantly could do to probably position themselves better, other than focusing on one channel?
Okay, again, it's really hard to compare these three businesses because they're very different. They're not the same industry or sector at all. But I think that there needs to be a clear value proposition, and it needs to. I think some mentor that we have in South Africa, he said startups are so obsessed with telling you what they are, they forget to tell you what they're not. And as a customer, what you really want is you want to be told in 5 seconds if this is not for you, and you can move on and get to what is for you. So by putting like so much in there, then customers are just going to be frustrated. They're like, well, I'm not really sure what this is. Is it for me? Do I really need this? And then you won't get any customers. So I think like focus on one thing and just make sure the customer knows, and from the customer's perspective, like what are you solving for them, and that you're awesome, obviously.
Great. Thank you so much, Kari. And nice to have you here. Thank you very much. A big round of applause, please.